All right. Yesterday was trippy. A lot of things going wrong, but it's all good. Today we back fresh. We gonna see what the new energy is. I might delete the other one, but I don't know. Maybe somebody needs to hear it. I know I needed to hear it. So as crazy as all that was, I think somebody might use it. So, anyways, welcome. Sit back. Let's see what happens today. I'm not gonna put that music on. All right. I got a book, Atlantis and Lemuria. So we got our Beyond Lemuria Oracle, and this is my favorite. Um, Retrograde, da da da. Because if you're in charge of your power, it shouldn't matter. But sometimes when you're vibing high or planetary alignments, technology just doesn't work. So, apology if there's any lags or anything, but if there are, just listen to my voice. You don't have to stare at me the whole time. Um, but we'll see how things turn out. Anyways, let's see. Where should we start? Hope you are finding peace with where you are at. Yeah. Alright, let me get back to what I like. Oh, this is perfect. I'm gonna do the whole live just like this. Or the beginning of the live. Until we come alive. You understand? Boom. Oh shit. Got my cards all over the place in this box. This box is interesting because it has two separate sides to it. Most decks don't split them like that. Alright. Put that at the bottom. Put the other side at the top. Boom. It's pretty cool, huh? The back is all. I'm black and white, and the back is colorful. Maybe it's distracting. I don't know. I like it. Let's see. Yeah. Nah, that looks better. All right. Anyways, um, smoky in here, man. Incense and things. Should light some. Should get some lights. Leave a comment if you want, or leave a question you have. If you have a question, put it in the chat. I can see it. So. Whoa. Got shit flipping over. I ain't get to put these back yet. Alright. This little deck fell out. When a bunch of cards fall, I usually just intuitively pick whatever the one was supposed to be. So we'll see. We will see. Got two things fell out so far. This one. All right. Let's ride. All right. I was guided to pick these three out of all of that. So let's see what we got. Ooh. All right. So we got our Knight of Arrows. Apologize for the glare. It's a hawk. All right. This is it. Right side up. This is reversed. We got it in the reverse, but this deck, I believe, doesn't have reversals. The one we used yesterday had reversals, so that's another thing. Not every deck. I just naturally shuffle like that. but not everyone has that. So we'll see. Then we got the Page of Stones, which is a lynx. I got to see one in real life. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure it was in Alaska. It wasn't at a zoo. The zoo was like the mountain lion, the cougar, but the lynx was at, I think it was in Alaska. Yeah. Oh, and then two of arrows reversed. Two of arrows, it says injustice. Yesterday we got two high priestesses. One was reversed, and then the other one was right side up after. Two different decks. Again, we have a woman with the number 2, so we'll see. I don't know if that's the high priestess in this deck, but I think it's an interesting theme that keeps happening. So, right, see what we got first. We got our Knight of Arrows, which may either be wands or swords, because arrows are sharp. So, yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll see the definition anyway in here. I think I already kind of see it, but we'll see. All right. What are you, Knight of Arrows? Suit of Arrows, the first one actually. Knight of Arrows, page 83, the Hawk. Number 11, baby, you know what I'm saying? All right. 919, shouts out. It's my own personal stuff. Meaning, quick, graceful, and a master of the element of air. The hawk is symbolic of vision and power. The ability to fly and nest at high altitude and see prey and hunt from a great height brings a special reverence to his majestic and fearless creature. To this majestic and fearless creature. Reading points. A quicksilver messenger of fate. The hawk can help and support you through layers of doubt and uncertainty to the problem at the heart of the matter. Be swift and subtle and use your common sense to progress. Tracks and pathways. Heroism, disputation, subtlety, clear-sightedness, impetuosity, like being impetuosity, anger. That's something, or the equinox. That's something with this book, or this set. It has a wheel. Let me see if I find the wheel real quick. It's like in the front. That's the intro. Can't find it. Yeah. The other card we got is a woman with the. For the scales, we know not just Libra, but we know about weighing the heart versus the feather on the scales. But she's actually blindfolded, so you're talking about this is a symbol for justice in law, in American law. You see the woman with the scales, which was stolen from Kemet. But anyways, in this instance, she's blindfolded, and we're talking about getting a new vantage point, a new perspective on something. So let's see. What the hell was that? All kind of things are flashing and everything. Oh, snap. Let me see. Oh, Lord. There we go. All right. I don't know, man. I tested my internet before this. I said I have a fast thing. I've had no problems all day. But for some reason, this live streaming shit, man, lately, I don't know. Anyways, injustice. It's not the Wi-Fi is what I'm saying. It's the magic. Two of arrows. Oh, first off, sorry, apologies. You know, High Times Radio, this is what happens. Suit of arrows, right? So the suit of arrows. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. Ooh, that's good. Rewind that. Go back. Position on the wheel. The period of spring moving from Embolic through the spring equinox towards Beltane. Element, air. Associations. Creative intellect, conceptual dreams, strategy, projected wishes, communication, ambition, cunning, being of the mind. Right? So now we have two separate things in that same suit. The one we just read, and now the two of arrows, which says injustice. So let's see. I'm gonna change that. All right. Description. The enthroned and faceless figure of justice sits like a statue, her feet resting on an ancient wooden longbow. Her eyes are bound and she wears a simple white gown. Above her head are the uneven scales, one plate bearing a feather, the other a few coins. She holds two arrows in her arms. Meaning, the scales of natural justice have been skewed by false judgments, ignorance, and arrogance. Sitting in judgment with unbalanced scales to an untrue premise, however ardently or sincerely, will not prevail. Ardently. The bow is broken and useless through prejudice and misuse. Reading points. False conclusions and unjust decisions based on disinformation motivated by fear, greed, and prejudice can cause insurmountable problems. Oh no, this one, sorry. Innumerable problems. I said insurmountable. I don't know. Innumerable problems. All right. Either mistakenly or deliberately distributed to pervert the course of natural justice and the revelation of the facts by those who fear the truth and wish to manipulate the situation for personal control or gain. This propaganda will not survive honest, wise, and impartial scrutiny. In many worldly situations, the truth becomes hijacked and twisted to become a false message, designed to confuse and instill fear in those seeking clear insight. The wise seeker questions and tests false messages and discerns the validity of a harmful accusation. Perversions of the truth will always bring frustration and bitterness to the individual or group that deploys such dishonorable tactics. The perpetuator of lies and falsehoods will always be judged as an unreliable source, bent on mischief and destructive interference. For the victim of injustice, the best defense of the truth is always more true. That is a lot to unpack. I don't know about what you got going on, what I got going on. I can see that from multiple angles, but let's keep going, get some clarifiers, you know what I'm saying? Page of Stones right here. Beautiful links. Let's see. Alright. Suit of Stones. I learned this, at least by my experiment, that if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. Now that's interesting that Henry David Thoreau showed up, because I was literally just watching a show like 2 hours ago that mentioned that exact same writer. So, interesting synchronicity right there. Element Earth. Associations: achievement, possessions, material security, practical skills, physical abilities, worldly ambitions, and being of the world. It's all that like humanoid 3D shit. So let's see. We got the Page of Stones links. All right, meaning still found in mountain, woodlands, and parts of Europe. The lynx is one of the creatures at the top of the food chain. With its speed and cunning, combined with its ability to climb trees, it is a formidable hunter as well as a fierce protector of its young. Reading points. Pay attention to the physical realm and be aware of the effects generated by everything you do. A strain of wildness and lack of foresight can sometimes hamper your forward passage, but careful consideration redresses the balance. Tracks and pathways. Study and scholarship, school, apprenticeship, starting out, carefulness, reflection, meditation, observing others. So we did talk about creativity, getting a new vantage point. This is talking about observing others and proceeding with caution, which proceeding with caution was something that we pulled up in yesterday's reading, actually. Though it was disrupted or whatever, it was still there. Let me see. We'll pull another from this. I'm gonna go to the oracle in a second. 929, baby. I wish I could have the thing playing, but it's causing problems. I don't know. That might be it from that bit. That might be it from that deck. Oh, I said take this one. The Ancestor, number 5, which 5 kept popping up yesterday too. That's change, creativity, and harmony. That's what 5 is. So let's see. The Ancestor. And of course, ancestors are strongly important. It's not just your lineage, like your direct descendant, who you're a direct descendant of. Ancestors can come to you in the spirit realm from any direction, walk with you during a certain time of life, that kind of thing. So let's see here. Page 46, number 10, number 1, intuition. 46. Let's see. Part 2. It's in part 2. Right here. The path through the forest, the cards and their meanings. I have come to the unfathomable deep forest where all must lose their way, however straight or winding, soon or late. Edward Thomas, Lights Out. I have come to the unfathomable deep forest where all must lose their way, however straight or winding, soon or late. You gotta lose yourself, your limiting beliefs, ego death, you know what I'm saying? That was stuff we talked about yesterday too. So it was kind of annoying or frustrating to watch the video because just so many interruptions. But the message, some parts were like, I don't know, it was choppy, right? So some parts came through, most of it came through. So I don't know if that part is in it yet, but I know for sure we talked about that. And we're right here, we're talking about limiting beliefs, new perspectives, reprogramming the subconscious. Once again, that was something that popped up. So still on this energy, man. But let's get it. All right. Oh, interesting right here, though. So the last one, I didn't read the whole position on the wheel thing, but right here it says, placed at the nexus point between the passing winter and the coming spring, the ancestor stands at Imbolc, which falls on the 1st of February. She is associated with the new moon and the elements of air and earth. So right now, y'all know this is the harvest moon right now. Or if you didn't know, it is. And then you're also talking about the air and the earth, focusing on here, but also talking about, you know, the air of the hawk and the expansion and all of that. So Let's see. Very interesting. The the antlered figure of the ancestors, clad in reindeer skins and evergreen leaves, and stands at the gateway to the wildwood, framed by silver birch trees, colored the bone white of winter. These trees grew during the Ice Age and are one of the first to regenerate in the spring. The reindeer once roamed vast tracts of forest, the true ancestors of our post-Ice Age oak woodlands, and it is known that they use the same trackways through the landscape. Thus, Ice Age hunters would follow their paths year after year, hunting their major source of food, marking time by their regular and predictable migration. When reindeer retreated north with the melting ice, the white hart glimpsed in the forest replaced their older mythology. The ancestors' tracks also led into the wildwood. The morning is clear and frosty with the first glimmer of dawn shimmering on the horizon where the new moon hangs with the morning star, representing a new day and a reawakened soul. Meanings. The ancestor greets you as you walk up the path that leads to the forest. She is a creature of myth, half animal, half human, but carries the wand of wisdom and the drum that summons all who can hear to gather and watch the sun rise. The ancestor is blessed by the land and by the divine knowledge that flows from the stars. Her coat is of white winter fur and evergreen leaves. The gateway, formed by the silver birch trees either side of the path, marks the beginning of a new commitment and a point from which you cannot turn back, which is why you should proceed with caution. You know, this is talking about life changing decisions right here. Similarly to yesterday, I know I keep talking about yesterday, but this whole notion of, you know, reforming your mind or your limiting beliefs, what you think you deserve, your definitions of success, different things like that. But you're also proceeding with caution because this is one of those moments where, like I mentioned, ego death, you don't go back from that. You know what I'm saying? Now, you might have multiple ego deaths throughout your life, but each time you're at a different level, vibration, you know? Um, right here, once you've seen color, if I switch it back to this black and white thing right here, it's a whole nother world. So in the 50s, they had this, and somebody used to make this reference all the time. I don't want to give them any credit, but, you know, um, you can't go back to black and white once you've seen Technicolor. So look at this right here, or if you're listening on a podcast or something, the screen is black and white, and then I come back into color and bring all the life back. Um, it's hard to just go back. Like, people don't even like watching black and white movies now. You know, there's a place I love to go out here, a restaurant, and they always play black and white movies. A lot of people automatically dismiss the movie because there's no color in it. So the point is, should you choose to take this step, or this step that's unfolding, I should say, it's not about if you choose to take it. There's some life changing, transformational things happen right now. And you either gonna get dragged there, you know what I'm saying? Like, and have to, there'll be consequences for not going along, which is one of the cards I remember again from yesterday. But seriously though, you know, it's either you change your ways or begin to change your ways now because something is calling you, or you stay stuck. And if you choose to stay stuck, it's going to be hell to pay, right? So, anyways, back to this, right? I had to go off on that caveat because it's very serious. It's very serious. It's not like, I know I'm kind of smiling, joking around, but it's not a joke thing. This is real life, real things are happening fast. Confirmation right there, baby. So let's see. Anyways, the gateway formed by the silver birch trees either side of the path marks the beginning of a new commitment and a point from which you cannot turn back. The trees act as a reminder to follow the path and know you are on a journey with a beginning and an end. The path is marked with the tracks that lead you onward. The new moon signifies both an end and a beginning, as Venus, the bright morning star, shows the new dawn of hope. The ancestor is linked to the part of our soul that is most ancient and most closely related to the archetypes that represent nature. She is a guardian of the sacred heart of the land and summons you by beating the drum to the heartbeat of the earth. It is the part of you that unconsciously heard the drum and stirred the first desire to walk the path that is at work here, the calling. It is the overpowering strength and patience of nature. It is the awesome and relentless turning of the cycle that brings spring and warmth, an end to hibernation, and the reawakening of abundant life. The ancestor stands before the gateway of nature that leads into the far forest. This is another beginning. Once you pass through the gateway, you must strive to stay on the path and see the journey through to the end. So, perseverance. That was actually, before I put in the title, I was thinking about perseverance. I was going to put that, and I was like, nah, let me just put new energy, da 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 da, whatever I ended up putting on the title. I don't remember right now, but I know that it came to me, perseverance. I should just put it. Let me do this thing. All right. Let's see. 1809. That was pretty cool. 99, baby. All right, reading points. You have made the leap and started a new cycle. Your instinctive spirit has felt it necessary to lead you to the gateway and a new path. You may have been reluctant or concerned at first, but whether you realize it or not, a shift has occurred. That's why I said it doesn't matter if you choose to or not. The shit is already here. It's already happening. You know what I mean? If you want to go with resistance, that's your choice, but it's not going to be as ideal as you would hope. You know what I mean? Or you could just go forward, push through the fear, right? This whole notion of fear of failure. So what if you fail? You got stronger, you learned lessons. And what if you don't fail? That's the thing. You know, that's something I had to learn of, like, stop looking towards what if this goes wrong? What if it goes right? You know what I'm saying? What's the alternative? Sitting around thinking about, oh, I could have, would have, should have, I should have done that, da 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 da. And you look up and 20 years, 40 years of your life have gone by. And you're sitting here like, oh, damn, I had a chance and an opportunity to take a chance on myself, bet on myself, and I chose not to, you know? So, like, we'll always, you see people wear another man's name on their back around town. They'll wear their jersey, but they won't wear their own. You know what time they're playing, what channel they're on, who's playing who, every bit of their fucking statistics, but you don't know your own path, your own purpose. You won't bet on yourself the same way you bet on these sports teams and shit. Think about that. So now, right, so you may have been reluctant or concerned at first, but whether you realize it or not, a shift has occurred. You may feel wary of the unknown denizens that await you in the forest, but the ancient ancestor within you will guide and reassure you as you relearn and greet new experiences on the path. Trust your inner voice. Listen to your own instinctive and inquisitive nature. Your own inner ancestor is strong, patient, and wise. Let them lead you into the forest with new eyes and a joyful heart. Roots and branches. Ancient memory, the pathfinder guide, Ellen of the ways, the spirit of nature and the subconscious human psyche. Just talking about the subconscious, baby. The call of the wild. And that was also when I said you got the call. That was me adding that in when they were talking about the drum. I immediately thought of getting the call, remembering why, or remembering that moment. Let's see what the oracle has for us. I am the oracle. But let's see. Beyond Lumeria. Mm-hmm. How you feeling, man? You right? Some of y'all feel tense. Unclench your jaw. Relax your shoulders. That's okay. Inhale. Let it go. Shed that shit, man. Shed it. Let's Snakes sheds of skin. Snakes are about transformation and wisdom, intellect. They're not all evil. It's time to shed some of those old limiting beliefs, patterns, and behaviors. You understand? Oh, these all backwards. Okay, here we go. Man, these are big. They bigger than my damn hand. They're the whole size. I got Oracle on me to be flipped upside down. This is just a habit. Let me turn this. Well, I'll leave it. I'm an audio engineer, so I saw the mic was kind of clipping, so I wanted to turn that shit down. But then I keep coming forward and backwards, so. That dog downstairs be tripping, man. Oh, we getting a lot of messages all at once, huh? A lot of activity outside. I need a clarifying. Or whatever the Oracle wants to get. Now, right when I said that, I accidentally flipped my wrist. And you see, first thing I saw was a butterfly. Butterflies are about transformation. And then on top of that, you got like these phoenix type of wings coming out from said butterfly. And then the sacred geometry at the bottom. What is that one? Metatron? No. The tetrahedron? No. Let me see. I want to get y'all the right information. Let me see real quick. Sacred geometry. Is that Merkaba? Oh, okay. I was way off. Well, I knew it started with an M, but the tetrahedron is more advanced, more complicated. Merkaba. It would help if I could spell. There we go. Geometry. There we go. Merkaba. It's said to provide protection and transportation. It's said to provide protection and transport your consciousness to higher dimensions. Enables us to experience expanded awareness, connects us to our higher self, and helps us experience elevated states of consciousness. It is a star tetrahedron. That's what I was thinking of. Okay. It's a star tetrahedron, and with its geometric shape spinning in opposite directions, it has the power to create a perfectly unionized and balanced energy. Right? So as you see, all this comes back to this new vantage point, higher consciousness that we were talking about with the hawk. But let's see. This card specifically talks about the throat chakra and expressing your truth. Reoccurring message as well. Let's see what that's about in here. So, what they have to say about it. All right, here we go. Throat chakra, express your truth. Expression, communication, your own creative language, sharing your spirit, accepting your originality, truth, authenticity. Reoccurring themes, baby. All right. Yesterday, we talked about what is your purpose, being in alignment with that purpose, finding that purpose, your personal science. You know, taking your Stanford University aptitude test and pairing that with your personal science and your natal chart as far as your astrology and numerology. The numerology of your name, your birth dates, the full date, and then also the actual specific date. Um, all of those things tie into your purpose and your divine passions, what you're supposed to be doing. A lot of the passions come from shit you did as a child, like things you did in childhood that you used to love before society told you, oh, that shit don't make money, or oh, you need to do this, or you had those parents that said, I'll pay for anything, I'll pay for any college except for art school and shit like that, you know. Or before you had that parent or that boyfriend or that aunt or cousin that discouraged you from chasing what you really were meant here and put here to do. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, I'm gonna read that shit again. Expression, communication, your own creative language, sharing your spirit, i.e., sharing your gift and yourself, but your gift, accepting your originality, what you were put here to do, what's unique about you. You know what I'm saying? Uh, your truth and your authenticity. So, this chakra is the origin of expression. It is the source of the life spark that inspires our aliveness and strokes the creative fires in others. This is the outer sharing of our inner being, the glowing song of our soul, on the winds of our flight to understanding more of who we are. Confirmation. Connect to the crux of your potential and take it further than you could have imagined. As spirit fuses into the tangible, it actualizes as a platform for greater experience, and new facets are sculpted, seeded, and shared. And new facets are sculpted, seeded, and shared as a fractal of light in the form of our own unique language. Restore. Be truthful with yourself about how you are really feeling. If you always act in integrity and follow your heart centered truth, some unhealthy connections or aspects of your life may fall away, and you will be in complete alignment with your path. Yo, y'all just saw me pull this, right? Live. Alright? There ain't no tricks and shit. I just said about the alignment and shit. I had no clue what was on this page. Alright. Just saying. Your boy talented a little bit. But nah, for real. Um, right. Unhealthy connections or aspects of your life may fall away, and you may be in complete alignment with your path. In this way, your internal or psychic navigation system will become strengthened. Your purpose will be clear, and you will inspire others through the sparkle of your deep inner knowing. Your uniqueness, your truth, your passion, your purpose. You feel me? Themes: how you share your spirit, your unique language, how you speak. Not just how you speak, though. Like, if you look into language, not everything is a spoken language or a written language. There's other ways to communicate. Body language, for example, subtleties. Um, Civilizations who they have like like phonetics, or they use the vocal cords. Like in shamanism, they have like throat singing, right? So that's a way of communicating. That's a language, but it's not a spoken language or a written language, right? They say music is a universal language. The other day I was talking to a guy about Japanese jazz and Japanese soul music. We don't have to fucking understand Japanese to appreciate the music. You ever been in a car and accidentally turn on Spanish radio station? You don't have to know Spanish to appreciate the rhythm and the moves and the grooves of those songs. So there's multiple ways to have language or to connect and communicate with people without being on the same wavelength as far as your syntax or your dialect or your whatever. So anyways, how you share your spirit, your unique language, basically how you show up in this world, not just for yourself but for others, and your unique gifts. Healing position: throat. Color wash, vibrant mid blue. All right, so You see, it's a very fucking beautiful card. If I do make this a podcast thing, then make sure you come on YouTube and look at it, because the shit is beautiful. Hold up. Right? Everybody see that shit, right? I know it's a little bit of a glare, but pretty much cool. Let's see what else. All right. I like that. I like that. That was a nice message. Ooh. I was just thinking, I'm messing with the people. I keep switching the thing to black and white, and then this card came and fell. I always wonder what this button do. I don't know. But I know this one. Cool. Mount Shasta, baby. Yeah, I've gotten this before, but it's been a long time, so I don't know. We'll see what it's about together. You see, it's kind of like I don't know. To me, it's like elevation coming from the mountaintop. You see the kind of matrix stuff, but you're putting out the coding and the message. I just told you about, language is not always spoken or written. Look at this. You feel me? Mount Shasta is a very sacred place. I've been told. Haven't been there. But yeah. It's like universal language, like coded language, vibration coming off of the mountains, the mountaintops. Number 37, which is number 10 again. All right. Going back to the number 1, intuition and all of that. Let us see. Sun Rock going crazy in the background. His music's gonna kick some of you not ready people off of this. That's cool. I like that. Anyways, Mount Shasta, your origins. Speaking of the ancestors, right? Your origins, the seeds that make you what and who you are. That's that unique language we were just talking about. You feel me? Star beings, sacred power places, unexplained mystical phenomena, intuitive messages, which is the new confirmation. That's the new hashtags I've been using. You see it on here in the description already. Anyways, unexplained mystical phenomena, intuitive messages and downloads, dreams and visions. Aware that their entire continent would be destroyed, the Lumerians traveled to other parts of the globe. Mount Shasta has a profound connection with the Lumerian people, as it was one place they journeyed. There are many tales of multi-dimensional beings living inside the mountain, and sightings of all kinds of unusual phenomena there. When I received the intuitive message that I would be writing and delving more deeply into the emerging theme of these cards, I had a strong vision to visit this mountain and channel a painting on it. After a range of synchronicities, I found myself there. The ambience of this magical place cannot be denied, and the image you see on this card is what came through. I'll hold it up again. Mount Shasta also seems to have a connection to star beings and portals to multiple worlds and parallel realities. On arrival at Mount Shasta Town, I was involved in a Pleiadian channeling circle where I had a vision of the stars communicating with the mountain through light code, and interconnected glowing grid lines lay over the entire Earth. I have experienced these luminescent grid lines before. I have been told I can put my hand into them and connect my healing light with all the other lights doing their work across the planet. During my time at Mount Shasta, I came to understand there have been many UFO sightings there, and I realized how connected the Lumerians were to star beings. Further research revealed several accounts of Lumerians being of mixed origins from throughout the universe. This place holds many stories, and I had my insights, but it felt right to keep the imagery for this card simple. I felt as if What was depicted spoke beyond the mind. I was quite perplexed. Sorry, I was doing something. I was quite perplexed at what the meaning of this card would be. I knew Mount Shasta would be an important card in the deck, but I didn't realize how significant it would be until the following was revealed. I planned to include symbols on the 10 chakra cards that would activate the chakras, but I wasn't sure how. The creation of these cards has been a profound unfolding, and when I sought guidance, I received the message that the chakra activation codes were in this Mount Shasta painting. There was a symbol for each of the chakras, and you can find them on the bottom left hand of the chakra cards. This image is the seed crystal that this whole deck is based around. Divinatory meaning. This card is about origins. It is time to honor and look more deeply into your ancestry, both your bloodline and your etheric lineage. So the first thing I said, or one of the first things I was talking about, you don't have to be your ancestors is not just your direct lineage, like your descendants. I'm a descendant of whoever. You will have people come to you in the ethereal realm. So that's what this is talking about. As y'all saw, I shuffled live. So, anyways, do you have an affinity with any star beings? Connecting with them might allow you greater insight into your traits, your strengths, and challenges. Matter of fact, I saw a dude on YouTube the other day that said he's a drop-in. So I don't know if that's a connection, but there's definitely star seeds from other realms and things coming here to share their lights and messages and things like that. Finding community, you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, do you have an affinity with any star beings? Connecting with them might allow you greater insight into your traits, your strengths, and challenges. Perhaps you have a Lumerian connection. This card may also be encouraging you to visit sacred places you feel attracted to. They may have an intuitive message for you. Right on. And crazy enough, the next page of this says New Blueprints, which is for another card, but we were just talking about all of that, right? So, you know what? I'll go ahead and read that one because I think it's too significant to ignore. New Blueprints, 38, number 11. Be the change, take action, take a step no matter how small, ignite an upward spiral, make a positive change, ethics and compassion, creating a ripple of light. So this whole thing's been talking about how you and your unique language will spark something else. You could be the catalyst, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, yesterday I did not just a tarot video. I'm talking about I did another one talking about millionaire secrets. And one of the things that they share is like, fuck the end goal, make steady progress. It's about the progress, not the goal that you had set. And I go way more depth into that if you want to check that video out. But anyways, not if you want to. I think you should after this, just because obviously it relates and it can help you too. You know, taking advice from millionaires. It can't hurt. Can't hurt. They're not all, unethical or whatever. So anyways, be the change you wish to see is an empowering mantra to remind us that we can step up and create the blueprints for the world we want to know. Powerful, meaningful change starts with you today. Despite our desire to see change, we can be overwhelmed by all that is going on in the world, and making a positive impact can seem impossible. It is healthy to have an interest in what is happening around us, but it is important not to become so disheartened that we can't find the inner light to ignite even the tiniest upward spiral of improvement. There is still so much natural beauty on this incredible blue planet, and there are organizations and solo game changers creating amazing transformation all the time. Shift your focus onto what is possible rather than what isn't. Shouts out to who's watching. Yo, there's so much to say about this right here, but I'm gonna keep going. Stepping forward with action, however small, will benefit the vibration of the planet in some way. We have more of a voice than we realize. As consumers, we can direct our energy and make a difference through ethical choices. By stepping out of our own needs and wants, we can help someone less privileged. We can pick up trash, be present with someone, or smile at those we share a path with. Small acts create a ripple of goodness in the world. Consider how all beings can co-inhabit this glorious planet. Could you design a blueprint for ethical, compassionate, heart-centered living? What would the guardians of this earth need to do, need to be? How would they feel about themselves? What can you do to uphold this? Divinatory meaning. This card inspires action, no matter how small, that will create a ripple of light in the world. You are a part of a bigger picture, a greater story, and your actions, your choices, your presence are making a difference. You have more power than you realize. Focus on what you can do and do it well. Change takes time, so make plans and start now. Boom. That comes right back to everything we were just talking about. I think that they summed it up very beautifully. I'm not gonna, you know, take the journey or the discovery away from you, right? So go back and rewind right quick. Listen to what I just said, you know what I'm saying, or what I just read to you. All right. I ain't going nowhere yet. You know, calm down. The video ain't over, but I'm just saying I think it's very important to internalize these messages, and you can see the theme, right? I told you this theme has been popping up. Harvest Moon is about bounty, and I told everybody last year, you go back. Well, I did it the year before too, but you can go back and you'll see that I said 2022 is the year of abundance and prosperity, the bounty of what you've been planting, the seeds that you've planted, you know what I'm saying? And so all that shit's coming to fruition. And for some of us, perhaps we haven't we're not bearing the fruits that we want to see, right? Maybe our tree is only like this tall and it don't have its mangoes yet like we expected. But the year's not over. All right, it's not fucking over yet. You can still keep going. And even yesterday I was talking about, this whole January 1st is not the new year, you know. That was something that the Roman emperor, I can't recall his name right now, but anyways, the Romans fucking decided that, okay? They decided off of it. They're the ones who made the Gregorian calendar. The United States goes off the Gregorian calendar. Most places do. They're the ones that invented this whole January 1st bullshit when everything is dead still. Think about that. All right, the new year is the spring equinox, which is in March, when everything's springing and bountiful and plentiful, you know. Now, I will say that in Kemet, around this time when the floods were happening and everything was more fertile and they were actually harvesting grains and things like that, they kind of referred to this time of year as well of a new year. But either way, all right, the new year is not fucking January when everything's dead. Okay, so you're not out of time. You still got time to go. Keep pushing through. You feel me? Speaking of, this song right here is talking about we cut them off, and he talking about this Western society. I'm gonna say that because last time I said the other word, they fucking removed my damn video from YouTube completely. They ain't even let me download my shit. All right, so I'm gonna leave that alone. But anyways, I think these are beautiful messages. I might get one more Oracle card, but I wanted to pull from my favorite deck. I got quite a few, but this has been like consistently my favorite for a while now. So, Deviant Moon Tarot. Now that I say that, they're gonna go rip my shit off again. Every time I do something new, the other tarot readers all of a sudden do it, and I don't even have that many, I guess, viewers, but I got the right kind. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, shouts out to you. If you got a question, put it in the chat. Oh shit, the Fool card popped out, baby. Look, I'm telling you, it's all related. It's all related. It's all connected. That's what they would say. The whole as above, so below shit. People just walk around saying shit that they hear elsewhere. You know? It's another conversation for another day. Oh, this card? Maybe. That full card fell out. I usually like when cards fall out. Now, sometimes I am guided. Today I've been guided to take certain ones, but I don't know. That's just me doubting my own gifts, I guess. Anyways. Ooh, I was about to say nothing else coming out, then these two flip, so I'm gonna stick with these. What we got? Ooh, star card, baby. Look at that. You can see right from the card. If I do make this a podcast, let me describe it. There's a bunch of stars in the sky. Nah. There's a creature pouring this bountiful amount of water into the stream. So not taking it from the stream, but pouring. And then in the back, it seems to be very sprouted yet dead trees. So it's almost like the trees are there and have sprouted, but this looks like a desert land or like the winter time. Speaking of what we were just talking about, right? So that's the star. I didn't show y'all the Fool. Everybody pretty much knows what the Fool card looks like or is or represents, but here I like how they did this one because he's literally like they say you know, the boy Joshua was walking on water. He's like running through the water, skipping through this piranha infested water right here with a crescent moon in the background. And then there's a boat. You can see there's literally a boat in the background. So the man could be in the boat, but he's the fool. So he doesn't understand. Like he's going into it with like a childlike innocence. So he don't know nothing about these damn piranhas coming to eat his ass up. And one of them latched onto his leg. The other ones keep going, and he's just like, okay. And then here we have, it just says the 9. I guess this is the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. I love this fucking song in the background. I'm going to dedicate this to Green Tea Pang because she had another new song yesterday, actually. But anyways, this song is called Your Mind. And after this, y'all should all go listen to it. I'll add it to the playlist. I'll add it to the High Time Spirituality Radio playlist. Unfortunately, I can't play these songs for y'all because then I get copyright strikes and YouTube's just a fucking hater, man. Like this for the YouTube algorithm, as my boy Manchester would say. All right, let's go. The Star, the Fool, and number 9. Like a bad lady. Oh, I turned right to the star, dog. I turned right to it, so we just gonna start there. All right. A maiden sits on the shore and pours water into a crystal pool. 7 stars shine behind her, bringing hope to the lands below. Upright meaning. Hope, a sign of good things, renewed faith, fulfillment in life's pleasures. We talked about renewed faith yesterday as well. I am so bothered by the fact that that reading got distorted and messed up, but it is what it is. Spirit does what the fuck it wants. I'm just a channeling medium or whatever you want to call it. All right, let's go. The Fool card, baby. So this whole song, she's just said, I'm my own worst enemy. No one can judge me harder than I judge myself. Thoughts in the way. Carry them around like a bad lady. But I'm here to stay. This voice of reason, yeah, objective notes to self. It's talking about how the mind can get in the way. The subconscious mind is your blockage. All right, changing these beliefs. But we get back to that. Now, the Fool card. Unaware of his surroundings, the fool begins his journey by wandering into the canal. He has no experience with life, therefore he has no fear of it. Again, this whole fear of failure keeping you stuck. fear of success can keep you stuck as well, right? But again, especially like that was one of the notes from the millionaire thing. I went back to my notes after and I was like, oh, to make sure I said everything. And one of the things I did not get to say on camera, but it was like, um, shit, I already forgot. He has no experience. Oh, if you've never seen anybody else be there before, that's a big one. You know, we all have these lofty goals. Say you want a Grammy or whatever. If you've never, or you want to be a hit filmmaker, a director or something, and you've never seen anybody around you do that shit, it's like, well, how am I supposed to do it? You know what I mean? I don't have any kind of da da da. But again, this is why community is important. You can have an online community. You feel me? Some of us don't have community in person, so online can be your community temporarily till you attract your tribe, right? Your vibe attracts your tribe. Your vibration brings in who you're supposed to have. So, for better or for worse, right? You can learn from it or whatever. But the point is that um, if you have these goals and these non-traditional jobs or paths that go against the status quo, you know what I'm saying? It could seem very overwhelming because how the fuck can I climb a mountain if I ain't never seen nobody walk up that mountain before? But then again, if you go to a mountain and you look at the trail, right? Everybody takes the trail, takes the trail, takes the trail. That trail wasn't always there. Somebody else was the start of that trail. If you ever been somewhere where it snows, lately it's been snowing in the south, so I'm sure everybody by this point has seen snow in some kind of form or capacity. But if you haven't, look it up, right? So when it snows, there's always those idiots riding around in a truck on this slick ass road, right? And after them, you start to see more cars and cars and cars and trucks go. And so in this pure white snow that's covered up everything, you start to have a path, a safe pathway for people to drive their cars down as long as they stay in between the pre-existing path. Well, somebody had to be the fool to go out there in the snow, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, let's get back to the card. Um it's it has an upright and reverse, meaning we pulled this in the reverse. So boom, it says failure to seize the moment, unsure actions, and uncertainty. So why are you uncertain, right? That goes back to fear. I'm uncertain because I never seen nobody fucking do this shit before, except for online, right? So in any case, breaking down step by step by step instead of the end goal, instead of the big monumentous, I want to be a hit filmmaker, a Grammy Award winner, a world-renowned surgeon or architect or whatever your dreams and passions are. They ain't got to be that lofty or whatever. But the point is, even to get $1 million, right? Like that was something we talked about because everybody said I want $1 million, but most people don't know how much they have to make per week, per month to be a millionaire, to hit that million. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of this thing people say. But a lot of people have not taken the first step to understand, okay, well, how do millionaires make their wealth, right? It's not just saving. Now, if you make, what was it, Grant Cardone said, if you make $20,000 a year, yeah, you make $1 million within 50 years. But your issue is time, because by that point you don't spend it all. So, real estate and investing in options and these different things are usually how most millionaires make their money. But either way, breaking it down and saying, okay, I want $1 million. Well, how do I get there? I need $20,000 per month, or I need this amount of money per month, depending on whatever your individual goal is. Because if you want $1 million, that means you could probably replicate that and replicate that, replicate that. So maybe you want 100 million or 10 million or whatever it is. Maybe you don't want $1 million at all, but I'm just saying most people would not turn that down. It could help. And if you absolutely do not want that, you could give it away to somebody, help change some lives, open up something, a center. I don't know. All right. So last card here. Well, it might not be the last card, but the other one we pulled was the Nine of Pentacles. We got that upright, so I think it's called coins in this deck. Let me see. Thoughts in the way, baby. Oh, this deck actually has a place for notes in here and everything. That's different. I can't find the fucking page. Let me see this. It's my favorite, but I'm not super well versed with it all through and through. Okay, they do call it Pentacles. It's like way in the back. Oh, that's why, because they do it in the reverse order. Never mind, I got it. Nine of Pentacles. An affluent woman strolls through the city streets accompanied by her small pet. Nine pentacles glide down from the sky, encircling her in a display of material wealth. Upright meaning material good fortune. A wealthy and independent female. A pet lover. So there you go. You could buy more pets. If you got allergies, you can, you know what I'm saying, get more antihistamines or different things or whatever. But get them made so the dander don't bother you. Point being, we talking about $1 million and boom, you got somebody out here looking like Paris Hilton, but with the one of those masks on. Look, if you listen to this on a podcast or something, you got to come look at what this card looked like on YouTube. It do look like Paris Hilton though, except for the face, obviously, but like the body, and she always got the damn dog in the purse. Point being, affluence, baby, is on the other side of this fear and uncertainty. And see, I was gonna say this earlier, but this whole notion of money is the root of all evil. It's not the root of all evil. Evil is the root of all evil. Motherfuckers being greedy is the root of all evil, right? It's people out here that would still rape, they would still kill, they would still be a pedophile, even if they didn't have money. Money had nothing to do with that. They still gonna fucking do that shit regardless, right? Money builds churches, money builds schools, money builds roads. Money can really give people resources, access to clean water. It's people still today in the United States and other countries that don't have access to clean water. Money can help those things. So what is your unique gift and what can you bring, right? Because you're only as useful to your community as the resources that you're able to provide. The assets that you have that can help, not the liabilities and all the bullshit you buy. I'm talking about the assets that you actually have and own. Do you own land right now? You know what I'm saying? Do you have access to certain assets like building a grocery store or different things in your community to help people out? So if you don't have resources, you know what I'm saying, you can't help them come up and vice versa. So the bottom, I was about to shuffle again and then boom, the magician popped up. Okay, so we gonna see. The magician makes some shit happen. It was upright as well. It is upright. Let's see. I know a lot of us are working towards things, but this is a time of action. If you choose inaction, you're going to pay for it. I'm telling you right now. I told you yesterday, but I know the shit got fucked up. I'm telling you now, okay? All right. Judgment, which is the number 20 in the deck. Number 2 is about balance, harmony, yada yada yada, right? So corpses rise from their tombs as the angel awakens them with a blast of his horn. All beg for redemption as judgment is set forth upon the land. Upright meanings, accountability for one's actions, new beginnings, awakening. Boom, baby. Look at that. This is a live recording. What the fuck did I name? You tell me what I named the title. You see what I'm saying? Bro, I don't know how much more confirmation you need. You feel me? What is the name of this damn thing? Yo. I don't think it's no more from this deck. What other deck we had? Oh, that was the Wild Terror. Oh shit. Let me see if we got one last oracle just for fun. Because we already know what the message is, bro. This is probably the shortest video I've done in forever. We got the solar plexus on the bottom, baby. Radiant illumination. Personal will. Taking your power back. I'll put that to the side. That wasn't the card I was going for, but it just happened to be there. Yeah. Yeah. Man, these are hard to shuffle, dog. I ain't gonna lie. These damn cards bigger than my hands. Or about the same size. A little shorter, but... And they still new. I didn't get this deck that long ago. I haven't used it since buying it. Really. Is something flip? Alright, we just gonna go with this solar plexus card because ain't nothing else coming. We got throat chakra. Okay. If I can get these things out of the box. Throat chakra, express your truth. And that was the butterfly in the Merkaba sacred geometry shape. If you don't know about sacred geometry, you know what I'm saying, YouTube University is here for you. Spirit Science had like a nice little thing that they did, but there's some other people that have some better stuff. Because Spirit Science, I like them, but they talk too goddamn fast. All right, they just be like da 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 da, and they da da da, and it's so much information to take in, so you miss a lot. You know what I'm saying? You could slow it down on here. You can go to the little settings and playback speed and da da da. But anyways, Mount Shasta was the other one we got, and now we have number 4, which is practicality. All right, number 4, that's what it is, like a square, literally. Solar plexus, radiant illumination. That's beautiful. All right, this damn light is making it too bright, but that's right here. Boom. Let's see what we got. What we've got here. Ooh, shit. It's definitely a time of action, baby. All right, here we go. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Solar plexus, radiant illumination, personal power. Speaking of, it was a dude yesterday on my Instagram. I started posting stuff again, and it was a guy from the Illuminati that started following me. So I went to the little website. I knew it's probably not them, but it might be them. Whatever. I went and clicked on the little website. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. But it's not all scary and spooky and whatever. You know, Illuminati is just about being the illuminated ones. That's literally what it stands for. They're not even the highest ranking secret society. So, you know, people fear what they don't know. But I just feel it's interesting that, I think it was yesterday, the day before. I think it was yesterday. Just a guy from that organization, or claims to be, followed me, and now we talking about illumination. Anyways, personal power, independence, self-discipline, confidence, assertiveness, decision making. Speaking of, just today, I made my confidence playlist. I made it public, so it's on my channel. If you go to playlist, there's a whole confidence thing that I made it for me. A couple months back, I was just kind of lagging or needing it, you know, and whatever the fuck. Anyways, confidence, solar plexus, man. Assertiveness, right? Difference between assertiveness and aggressiveness, but assertiveness, speaking up for what you want. Decision making, belief, intellectual abilities, expression of will, bringing ideas into reality. That's why we got this card. We already know. All right, look. The solar plexus chakra is the radiant center of our being, which is right, you know what I'm saying? It's above your sacral, which is kind of your stomach area. The solar plexus is like right below the heart chakra. So this kind of like, what do you call this area? Like your rib cage, the middle, your not your, because you know your belly's off to your stomach is to the left of your torso. So this is like below your chest, but above the navel. It's just kind of where your rib cage is. All right, go look it up if you don't know. I'll not explain this area. All right. Anyways, is the radiant center of our being, like the center of your torso, basically. It holds this vibrant spark that brings our passions to life. Enter this space to step away from playing small, unworthiness, the idea that you are taking up space, and insecurity-based competitiveness. Ooh, man, that's what they don't understand. All right. When you operate from a space of competing, you always, first off, you're never going to have as much as you aspire to. And you're always going to have to wait on somebody else's moves. I was talking to somebody about this the other day or last week or whatever. Like, do you think motherfucking Nike is checking what Adidas is doing? You know what I'm saying? Do you think that Coca-Cola is worried about Pepsi? Like, no, Pepsi's always having to look and watch what Coke is doing. You know what I'm saying? Reebok and Adidas have to look. Under Armour too, got to look at what Nike's doing. Um, who was the other people I was just about to talk about? It doesn't matter. You get what I'm saying, right? Like Lyft look to Uber type of shit. So when you come from a competitive standpoint, you lose every time. And there's a book I have over here called The Science of Getting Rich, and they talk about that. And also the Blue Ocean Strategy talks about that as well. I know my things are blurred out today, but um, when you come from a place of creation, right, that's how you first off stay ahead of the curve of your quote unquote competition, but you're able to continuously create and create and create. That's why like a lot of artists, they get upset when somebody tries to take their designs or their whatever. Like, I've seen people get really like start reporting people and all kind of shit, right? But to me, it's like, yo, well, first off, if you know anything about like Basquiat, a lot of these people out here copy motherfucking Basquiat for one, right? The little crown you see like J. Cole uses and different people, a lot of artists copy Basquiat. So that's how we know his work. So it lives on forever because of that. But also on top of that, so the fuck, what if they copy your shit? Because the fact is you are the creative. So you're gonna go off and make some new thing and new thing and new thing. They always gonna have to be looking to you to see your next move. So coming from a place of competition when is a lack mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like the resources here are available in abundance. There is such thing as scarcity, but fearing scarcity instead of utilizing it to your advantage. You know, a lack mindset says there's not enough. There's not enough to go around. So you feel like you got to compete with somebody else to get it. Fuck no. Get in alignment with your purpose, walk your purpose, and watch how the abundance mindset changes your life. So anyways, back to what they talking about though. Right, so that's why it says insecurity based competitiveness. When you feel like there's not enough, you're not secure in the fact that there is enough for you. There is a path for you, you know what I'm saying, for you to walk through. So anyways, allow yourself to be attuned to the abundant life. That's the next sentence, dog. What did I just say about abundance? I'm telling you, I didn't pre-read this. All right. Allow yourself to be attuned to the abundant life force that resides within this center, and to be energized, motivated, fueled with inspiration, enthused, and clear minded, so you can bring forth more of yourself and what you wish to birth in the world. As you discover a deep and real sense of self empowerment, you can more confidently lift others in celebration, harmonizing differences and shifting hier- hierarchy, but hierarchical. Hierarchical paradigms into collective co-creation. Can't speak. Hot Times Radio, baby. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so that's another thing, right? When they talk about harmonizing differences, lifting others into celebration, and these paradigms into collective co-creation. That's another thing. Is like it's this whole notion of like haters, right? Like it takes a while because I used to be a hater. You know what I'm saying? I used to hate that, like be looking like, damn, like everybody else got everything, da 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 da. How they get this? Like I'm better than them, da da da. Right? But the whole thing is like him winning don't stop you from winning. Okay, DJ Envy having $7 million don't stop me from getting $7 million. Grant Cardone having $80 million don't stop me from getting $80 million. It's not like the money is limited. Oh, I can't get it because they got it, type of shit. But haters don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Confirmation right there. They feel like, and the thing about it is when you're looking at somebody else and what they have and wishing on their downfall because of what they have, type of thing, that's limiting your prosperity. That's blocking your abundance and your blessings. Straight up. That's what that's doing, because you're coming from a very nasty energy, a very low vibrational state, and you're in a lack mindset. You should celebrate other people's wins. Oh shit, I'm happy that you win it. Cool. That motivates me. I can go win because I can see you win. I know I can go win type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, um, hydrate, man. Not with soda and juice. Drink some damn water. You be alright. Now, restore. I didn't finish even reading the page. I just telling y'all what it is, you know? This shit excites me. Restore. Remember that you are a powerful being who can connect with potent life force energy as and when you need it. So earlier when I was breathing in and out with y'all, your prana, your life force, you know what I'm saying? Your breath. Connect with that. Anyways, remember that you are a powerful being who can connect with potent life force energy as and when you need it. Be aware of what fuels your fire and consider circumstances where you had your power away. So what fuels you up? We talked about this yesterday for sure, multiple times. What are your targets each day? But what are your targets? What are your priorities? And what are you willing to sacrifice to get them? What fuels you up? What is your passion? Some of y'all don't even know. What are your values? You feel me? Everything you do in life should be in alignment with your values. If the top of that mountain that we talked about is your values, say achievement or honesty is your value, then everything in your life should be in alignment. The goals you set, the steps you take should be in alignment with that value, honesty, or that value, achievement, or that value, whatever your value is. So sit back, take a step back, and go learn that about yourself. You know, write about it, record yourself talking about it, whatever. It's healthy to talk to yourself, man. They say it's a problem when you answer yourself. I don't know about that. But the point is that it is, because being your own kind of sounding board, your own voice is very, very, very powerful. Sometimes hearing yourself say some shit out loud brings instant clarity, but other times you need to get all this shit out your head. So like pen to paper, not your phone, not your laptop, pen to paper, write down. And something that I've been telling people that I had learned recently, a new way of journaling, is to give it a name, right? So if you feel like despair or grief is in your life, then say like Shannon, like say you name your grief Shannon, and you say, Shannon, this is what I'm feeling. Fuck you, I can't feel this no more. This hurts. I'm sad. I'm da 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 da, whatever the hell, right? And get through your grief by writing to it. If you feel like procrastination is your boy Jeff, like, yo, Jeff, me and you need to talk. You know what I'm saying? And you go through and you write it out like that. So instead of thinking about, damn, procrastination, you give it a name and a thing. And you write to it, or you act like that person is right in front of you. So procrastination, your name is Jeff. Jeff is right in front of me, and I talk to Jeff. You know what I'm saying? Have that conversation. It might be easier to write a letter to Jeff. You know, Oprah used to say, don't talk to anybody when you're mad. So you write a letter, you can burn it, you can send it, you could do whatever the fuck you want with it. But just the mere act of writing that letter, whether you send it or not, whether you destroy it or not, could be very powerful and helpful to you. So now, let's continue. It's not even a long page or paragraph, but I keep stopping because they saying some really good stuff right here. So anyways, be aware of what fuels your fire and consider circumstances where you had your power away. Imagine all the fragments of your energy that you have given away at some point and bring them all back to the center of your being. Call your energy back to yourself. Call your energy back to those people that no longer fucking serve you anymore. Those situations that you keep ruminating over the past. The past ain't fucking coming back. The past ain't changing. I told them yesterday, like, yo, all these books I got behind me on this shelf, on these shelves, you know what I'm saying? Nobody can come in my house and suddenly change or update the damn book. They have to release a new edition or a new volume to the book. They can't just suddenly change the words right here on my shelf. You feel me? Now in The Magicians, if you ever watch that show, they did that, but that's not the physical reality we in, okay? It may be somewhere out there in the 4D with Westworld or whatever. But here, all these are written, they're done. You feel me? They want to come out with a new thing, they can come out with a new thing. But you learn from the past, you learn from the books, and keep the fuck moving. Too many of us want to keep rereading for what? You know what I'm saying? You can't change it. It's already written. So go write a new life. Stop worrying about I'm gonna write a new chapter. Fuck a new chapter. Go write a whole new book. That's the thing. So it says themes, your power and where you are putting your energy. And that was another thing. I'm gonna show it here because I think I might delete that other one from yesterday. It's just whatever. But this was something I was showing them. And I had just thought about it as I was reading this too. And I'm thinking about it again. Is this picture, right? It was something I found. I think it was on Instagram. I don't know. It says choose wisely where to spend your energy. And it shows this woman, right? And you could see this woman. Let me undo this. You could see this woman watering her past. This woman is bound, right, by these roots. So you have these roots coming up from the ground. She's bound by these roots, but she has a watering can in her hand and she keeps fucking watering it. The same things holding her back, she keeps watering them, right? Now, that's the past. And here's the kicker. Right in front of her, she got her future. She's reaching out, trying to grab the future. And it's this little thing sprouting up, right? So it's not quite a seedling. It's starting to sprout just a little bit. But for it to grow more, she should really have the watering can pointed towards there. But she keep watering the past, thinking about the past, ruminating about the past, whatever. What the fuck you did, what you didn't do, whatever. Who did something to you and all this shit. You are responsible for your own healing. It's tragic what happened to you. Whatever happened to you. Some terrible things have happened to a lot of us. Right? But we are responsible for our own healing. Nobody's coming to save us. You see what I'm saying? Nobody's coming to save you, bro. You got to take action towards the life you want to lead. So anyways, here goes the future. And it's not to be dismissive of like abuse and things, but there's some that go on and you share your story and that helps somebody else out of that situation that you had to suffer through and endure. But it also frees you. Okay? Because holding on to that is not getting you any closer to the person you want to be. Again, you can learn from it, learn from the lesson. But sometimes we have to shed certain things. Like she said, carrying it, thoughts in the way, carrying them around like a bag lady. How long are you going to keep carrying this shit around? Now, some of us are addicted to our trauma. Some of us are addicted to our pain. That's a really real thing right there. There's some people that they don't know who they are without that pain. They don't know who they are without that trauma. They keep repeating it because it's part of them now. That's their whole identity. Who the fuck would they be if they believed that they could be happy? I used to be a for real pessimist. Everything negative. Now, anything negative, I cut it the fuck off from my life. Straight up. Anyways, you see here, the past holding you back, tying you down, and you keep watering it. And the future that's waiting on you, starting to kind of sprout as a little baby, and you won't fucking go do it. You know what I'm saying? Your focus. So it says, choose wisely where to spend your energy. It's a very beautiful image. I don't know. I found it on IG. I don't know who it belonged to. Shouts out to, again, people begin like, oh, you stole my... I ain't steal shit. It's user-generated content. If you go read the terms and conditions of Instagram, that's how you get your ass caught up. Now, anyways. Right, so themes. Oh, that's the chakra. Where are we at? Oh, right. So themes, your power and where you are putting your energy. Healing position, navel. Color wash, golden yellow. Visualize some golden yellow. Oh shit, I'm wearing yellow, motherfucker. Yeah, look at that. The light and the dark and the yellow, you feel me? So take in your deep breaths and focus on the yellow and bring your power back. Envision a tiger. Here, I'll show y'all a tiger. Maybe I can show y'all a tiger. I don't know yet. I got so many things on desktop. Let me see this. Oops. It's because of I'm gonna show y'all some of my pictures from the other day. I haven't gotten to go through them all yet, but there was one that was really speaking to me. Let me see. We go down. I'll make it bigger in a second. I don't even know if I can find it on here right now. Whatever. Y'all see this? Beautiful. Oh wait, I'm in the way. Move my shit out of the way. Hold on. Oh wait, there's another way I could do this. Boom. And I'll take that off. Alright. There we go. So everybody, contemplate on this tiger right here. These eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Just contemplate on this image. Screenshot this image if you have to. You feel me? Take your power back. The tiger is well aware of its surroundings, yet it's sitting here chilling, licking itself like a cat. Melting into the ground. You see the body and how it's laying down. But it's powerful. Its eyes are powerful. It knows who the fuck it is. You feel me? So that's solar plexus energy all day. And this song in the background is talking about grow, grow, grow. You feel me? Don't be afraid. This song, yeah. There was another version of this I'm trying to show y'all. Beautiful, look at that. Hold up, we'll go back. Now, of course, I could edit all these and blah, blah, blah. But this is the raw footage right here. You see it, right? Ready, hunting. Got this stuff in sight. You feel me? So, don't be afraid to journey alone. That's what he just said. Tigers are very solitary animals as well. Solitary creatures and things. So, sometimes you gotta walk that shit alone, man. But people don't understand that. I get, humans are very tribal creatures. But as my therapist told me last week, he was like, yeah, but what did you just say? He said humans. Human is a tribe. You feel me? So you don't have to be up under somebody all the fucking time. Sometimes just knowing you have your human family or whatever around you is power in itself. Sometimes you gotta go through these journeys alone, dog. He said, even if you're on your own, you gotta grow. Even if you can't find your way. Alright, so what is this song again? It's called Grow. By God, this is the colors one, when they stand in front of the mic in front of colors. So envision the color again, yellow. Anyways, the artist is Face Soul. He can sing really nicely. Bruh, I'm not making this shit up. I was straightening up everything, right? And aside from this deck, you see I have a card separate from the deck. From earlier, I was about to, something was like, pick this one, but I wasn't sure. So I went it, and that's when we had the solar plexus drone come up, right? High Priestess in reverse. This is what we pulled yesterday. We started with High Priestess in reverse, or it was like the second card I think we pulled. And then by the end of it, we had, from another deck, we had High Priestess upright. So here we go. High Priestess in reverse. I'll make this bigger. Right? Now, we're gonna see what High Priestess in reverse says here today. Because that's the energy. And again, number 2. The first thing earlier I said, we pulled number 2, and I was like, it looks like that lady, she had the blindfold and the scales. Injustice. But she looked like the High Priestess. High Priestess energy is very, very Where you want to be. All right, look. The high priestess sits as a winged sentinel over the city. She protects the knowledge she holds inside, for wisdom must be earned through the trials of life. Fear of failure is just going to lead you to regret. You understand? You learn through the trials. It don't matter how much a fucking doctor goes and studies a damn book, a textbook. You don't know shit till you do your residency. You got to do your clinicals to get the experience under your belt. So boom. All right, high priestess. You see, she kind of holding herself scared. Half her face is a moon, which is mystery, is feminine energy, is water, it's all of that. So, reverse meanings: ignorance, lack of vision, holding back true feelings. So if you go and journal the feelings and release that old shit, release the stories you keep telling yourself that are no longer serving you, you will be well on your way. And the high priestess upright is supreme knowledge, intuition, a woman wise beyond her years, virtuous and scholarly. It might just be you don't have enough information, and sometimes you're never gonna have the right information enough, right? Like sometimes you have to just act scared while you're still scared, while you still use caution, like we said earlier, but sometimes the information is not available. Fear of the unknown was something I had to work through for a long time. It was like fear of the unknown, but shit, man, everything's unknown. If you want to look at it like that, life is always changing, everything's unknown. You didn't know that your life was going to be as good as it is now, or as frustrating as it is now, because you're not where you want to be. You didn't know that. There was nights when you thought you weren't going to make it through, but obviously you fucking watching this video, so we all survived the unknown. What did they kept saying that 2 years ago? Can't believe it's been 2 years already. They kept saying, in these uncertain times, in these times of uncertainty, all that fear mongering shit. But the point is, you in 2022. So it was mad uncertain times in motherfucking 2020. Well, guess who the fuck is here now? You. You just heard the car horn outside. Confirmation. But yeah, man. I know you got value from this. At least you could at least put the like, man. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe for more intuitive messages and things. But really, seriously, if this helped you out, share it and help somebody else out. Because that's really what it's about. It's just trying to help people, man. And you could look at my little tiger right here. Don't try to rip my shit off. But it don't matter if you do, you feel me? Because I got the eye, I got the vision. I made this happen. This image on your screen. And I was a good distance away. I made this happen. So when it's edited, I'll come back and show y'all. Anyways, the incense is burned down. Frankincense, you feel me? The music is slowed down. Hey, 1:30, an hour, 30 minutes, and 30 seconds. So, yeah, man. Be your true self. Speak your shit, act your shit. Figure out what it is you stand for, man. Figure out your purpose. Go do your aptitude test on StanfordUniversity.edu or whatever it is. It's either Princeton or Stanford. I think it's Princeton. Either way, just type in aptitude test. It'll pop up. Ivy League. And then compare that with your childhood passions as well as your actual natal chart, your numerology. If you don't have your birth time, you should go get another birth certificate. But if you don't have your birth time, the numerology of your name is very fucking significant. And the numerology, or whatever name you chose for yourself, very significant. And the numerology of your birthday and birth date. Understand? Day and date, two different things. Very significant. Look into the meanings, the numerology behind your name, the numerology behind the day you were born, the date you were born, year, 4-digit year, and all of that. your personal astrology. This is all your personal science. You feel me? That's how you learn your purpose. Why the fuck you're here. So take all those numerologies, the astrology, the passions from when you were a child. Like I love music and motherfucking photography. It's been with me my whole time, like since I was 8 years old or something. And I ignored it and ignored it and ignored it, and it kept coming back and kept coming back, and now the fuck we here, right? It was very frustrating when I learned that, when I realized, and I had flashbacks of like, yo, I used to always do this. Like disposable cameras at Walmart, very inconvenient. You feel me? Now I can take a picture right now, two little clicks of a button if I want to. You feel me? Anyways, take those numerology, your name, birthday, astrology in your natal chart with the aptitude test on, it's either Princeton or Stanford. I think it's Princeton. And combine that with your passions in childhood. What did you used to do? Did you used to dance? Did you used to draw? Did you used to paint? Did you used to run around and bother everybody? Like, what was your thing? Because maybe if you were that obnoxious kid, maybe you need to be a comedian. Who the fuck knows? But take those things, find your life purpose and your path. Stop doing shit just for money. All money ain't good money. Trust me. I've been homeless before. You see where the fuck I live now? Or halfway. Peloton in the background. $800 guitar in the background. It's not to brag. I'm saying that some money is not good money. And you can overcome whatever the fuck you thought you weren't going to survive through. I was really fucking bitter on the streets. Really fucking bitter. Watching all those people come down just for a day. Because it was a touristy area and shit. I ain't bitter now. You feel me? Just because you win don't mean I can't win. So it's all about mindset. Abundance mindset. Right. I'm hungry now. Y'all ain't leave no comments, but go ahead and like the shit. I'll catch y'all later. Or maybe not, because I thought I hit the button and I didn't.